Hello there everyone, I'm uxwbill, and it would appear that I have come across another rather entertaining physics bug within the latest version of Rigs of Rods, at least as of the time that this video was made. And what do I want to do? Well, of course, I want to share it with all of you out there in YouTube land. So I'll move this keyboard out of the way so you can have a better look at what's going on the screen here. I have this nice Burnside limousine that I was driving around. I crashed it into something, and then I used the backspace key to respawn it in position so I could go again and attempt some other undoubtedly ill-fated driving stunt. But after I did that, take a look at what happened. I don't think to rip off a line from the new Red Green show, I don't think anybody's been that high in a limousine since the 1960s. Take a look at that. Look at how far down everything is. If you don't believe how high up this car is, and it's not moving, we'll just zoom the camera out, and it's just a tiny little speck there in the background. This is the result of about 6 minutes worth of holding down the up arrow key. And I don't know that I can properly place the blame for this on anything within Rigs of Rods, because here I have a PS2 keyboard, and as usual I am suffering the effects of improper emulation from a USB to PS2 converter. This thing does not really like to power this Hewlett-Packard Keytronic soft touch keyboard, and it has been known to do weird things. It also does not handle certain combinations of keys correctly, like if you hold down the shift key and any of the arrow keys, which you do to make the character within Rigs of Rods run faster, that adapter can't handle it. And it periodically spins out in other fun ways. You wouldn't think it would be so hard to get something right, something so simple that's been around for so many years, but apparently it is. You know, people wonder why I like PS2 ports, like to see them on motherboards and such. Well, there's two reasons. First of all, they work. Second of all, in almost every case, the low pin count I/O controller on the motherboard has the needed logic. All the motherboard maker had to do was spend the extra tenth of a penny or hundredth of a penny to simply bring it out. And the world would be a happier place. It would be better than putting up with these stupid abortions of adapters. I've never found one that works 100% correctly. Not even the ones that are sold on eBay and billed to work 100% correctly, which I actually finally had to resort to make this Model M behave in a tolerable fashion with my Inspiron 660S here. And even it doesn't work correctly because the lock key LEDs, they're either stuck on or they're stuck off, even though the keys themselves work just fine. But that's not the point of this video. I better get back to the subject here. I've no idea how I managed to do this, but if I push the up arrow, and maybe you can just barely see that moving up there, the car actually moves up. If I push the down arrow, the car moves down, and eventually it hits the ground. And no, I haven't accidentally triggered the replay mode. In fact, I don't even have that turned on this system. It'll probably take a long time for that car to get back down to the starting point. So I don't think I'll excite you with all of that. But I think you can see that it is very, very, very slowly moving down. I have no idea what I did to trigger this. I can also make the car spin around in the air. That effect is much more noticeable. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the result of a phantom stuck key on the part of that USB to PS2 adapter. You can see the perspective changing down there as I get closer to the ground. So it's just another fun thing that I thought I'd share with all of you, and since it's pretty pointless to sit here and just spin the car around in free air like this, I'm kind of curious what happens if I reset it. Will it go crashing to the ground and then invariably cause some sort of interesting physics crash from an overflow of some kind within the program's logic? I don't know, but we're going to find out. Oh, now it's gradually falling to the ground. Check that out. Oh, it's getting faster and faster and faster. Oh, geez. That's not going to buff out. I wonder what the rental place is going to say about that. Well, thank you for watching, and as always, do feel free to leave a comment if you happen to have one. Meanwhile, this particular weirdo is riding off into the sunset.